And on this Sunday evening here, I have a question, more a challenge, or call it an invitation. For today's 2 minutes of truth walking, the invitation is, how may I serve? What does that bring to mind? It's a question we often ask ourselves, and when we feel called to serve, we think it needs a very big answer about what we can do to bring collective change, what we can do to make the world better, especially in this time where we're looking at wars, we're looking at things we never thought we'd see in 2024, and it's heartbreaking. So when we ask, how may I serve, the temptation is to go into those big things where we sometimes feel, how can I make a difference? But it all comes down to, or it all comes back to alignment. It all comes back to self. So this question is an invitation. It can be very challenging if we just look at the collective situation. The invitation of how may I serve is, how may I be aligned? Working on self and aligning oneself with one's deepest truth is perhaps the greatest thing we can do in this world. And it's easier to look outside of ourselves to see what we can do instead of coming from the foundation of who we are. So we get to ask, how may I be aligned? Going into the 5 building blocks, another way we put it is, how can I get from the red zone to the rebirth zone? How can I get from feeling less than or not feeling my best to feeling totally aligned, creative, productive, and feeling like, wow, how may I serve? I have so many ideas. To be in that space, that's when the doing can happen. So what is my greatest act of service? Alignment. Just going within and meditating, or going into the connection of connecting with source within, God within, the Akashic records, your heart, your center, whatever it is you do. Going into the gratitude building block and really feeling what you feel grateful for in this moment. Going into the empathy building block and just putting yourself in the space of feeling good, feeling amazing, and creating that feeling in within, so that you step out from the foundation of that feeling. And also the education building block, knowing who you are and where you come from. And then, what is my intention? When I go into how may I serve, go into the how may I be aligned, and intend that, and the service will come. So those are the ways for 2 minutes of truth walking, how we can serve, just being ourselves, and our greatest act of service, honoring self in aligning. Love and light to you.